Dear Princess, happy birthday. How does it feel being 19 years old today? Look on the bright side. It's 2 more years until you can drink. At least, I hope that's not what you're counting down to. Writing this letter, I realize that this is the first birthday without me. I never wanted to believe that I was not going to live to see my daughter's 2nd birthday as an official adult. I never wanted to believe that I was never going to see you go to college. My only daughter. My only child. When you were born, I started planning how all your life events would go. The last thing I crossed off on the giant list of events was your graduation day. And even then, I collapsed as we were leaving the school. I didn't want to believe that cancer was getting to me. I never wanted this disease to swipe my little girl away of her father. I missed your college send-off, Princess. I'm gonna miss your college graduation. But if there's one thing that hurts me the most as I'm dying, is that I'm gonna miss my princess's wedding. I want you to find your one true love, like how I found your mom. I remember meeting her like it was yesterday. My 2nd year of college, your mother came to my school as a freshman. She and I had the same Shakespeare literature class in the fall semester. She was a huge fan of poetry in general, even though she was majoring in business. I remember having to write a poem for class, and as I was reading it, she was watching me with a glimmer of amazement in her eyes. At that moment, I fell in love with her. I was so scared to tell her that. But then Thomas, as his graduating wish, set up a little scheme to go on our first date. We knew it was a plot, but we went out like we didn't care. It was the best night of my life before I asked her to marry me, before our wedding night. Before we had you. Remember when I picked you up from a homecoming dance because your date stood you up? I had to pull the car over to the shoulder because you were crying so much. I stopped the car and we hugged for God knows how long, telling me that you would never fall in love again. You kept that promise for a long time, but I doubt you still believe it now. Princess, not every man was put on this planet to hurt women. There are good men in the world. I'd know. I will love you even after my heart gives up, Pumpkin. You are my princess. Daddy's little girl. I wish this wasn't my last letter. But for it being so, I hope my stories will last and you can tell them to your children. I have one more wish. Please tell your mother. Tell your mother that as I died, I thought of that poem. I folded it and put it in our wedding picture frame. As you see her for your birthday, please tell her that. Both of you were my world, and you still are. Both of you make me a proud man. A man who lived the greatest life offered. Love you forever.